Hello, welcome to the 2020 Northern Kentucky Annual Family Caregiver Appreciation Training. I'm Heather Hopton, the Northern Kentucky National Family Caregiver Support Program Coordinator at the Area Agency on Aging and Independent Living. Today's topic will be coping with pandemic fatigue, music, nature, and breathing. This is today's agenda. I would like to thank you all for being able to listen in today. This is a pre-recorded training, so I wanted it to be available to all the family caregivers whenever they were available. So we will discuss the Family Caregiver Appreciation Lawn Signs, the Family Caregiver Appreciation Pandemic Bag, Pandemic Fatigue, Music and Caregiving, Nature, and Breathing. These are Family Caregiver Appreciation Lawn Signs. Not all heroes wear capes. Hashtag our superheroes. And the other side is National Family Caregiver Appreciation Month. Hashtag thank a family caregiver. The Family Caregiver Appreciation Pandemic Bag is for active family caregivers in the Northern Kentucky Family Caregiver Support Program. The pandemic bags will have hand sanitizer, hand soap, mask, disinfectant wipes, an activity book, or relaxation coloring book.
Pandemic fatigue. What is pandemic fatigue? Well, pandemic fatigue can occur when we are tired of the pandemic measures, less likely to follow public health practices. People simply drown out those messages. It's a natural sense of burnout when we have to stick to the public health measures for prolonged periods of time. COVID-19 has been going on since February here in Northern Kentucky, at least. Our lives have changed. People are having to adapt. Many of us were sent to work from home. Some people are furloughed, laid off. Schools were closed, daycares were closed. Now, COVID-19 and caregiving. Juggling multiple roles as a caregiver, such as working from home and trying to caregive. It's not always that easy. Finances and loss of income. Some individuals that were furloughed or laid off did not get to return back to work. So they are unemployed and we're collecting unemployment. Challenging behaviors in small spaces that we aren't used to. Behaviors that might have been managed differently. So lack of control. Uncertainty. Being uncertain. We are uncertain how long this is going on. We know it's not going to go away. We just hope it gets better. So everyone may be experiencing this pandemic fatigue. So how can we cope with this and overcome it and notice the signs of it?
What are the signs of stress and fatigue?
Well, we want you to be aware of these signs. It's okay to feel like this as well. If you're having any of these feelings, you should be aware of how you're feeling. So cognitively, memory problems, problems focusing, poor judgment, anxious thoughts, and constant worry. As we mentioned, you may be constantly worrying or having anxious thoughts about the lack of control or the uncertainty that's going on with the pandemic and everything. Emotionally, maybe you have noticed or You notice it in others or in yourself. Maybe you're feeling a little irritable or unable to relax. Moodiness or agitation, depression, feeling overwhelmed. Behavioral. Maybe your eating habits have changed. Are you eating less? Are you eating more? Maybe you're not eating very much at all. Sleeping habits have changed. Are you spending some more time sleeping than you normally would? Or are you sleeping less? Using drugs, alcohol, or cigarettes? Maybe you picked up a nervous habit like nail biting. Physical signs of stress and fatigue. Stress and fatigue can cause physical pain and aches, can cause you to have diarrhea and constipation, can have chest pains or rapid heartbeat, loss of sex drive. Maybe you're having colds more often. And I'm sure if you're having colds more often, that may make you worry if you have COVID-19. So maybe you're getting a lot of tests done, and that can cause stress as well if you're getting sick often. So we want you to be aware of these signs. And we're going to talk about how we can cope with some of this that's going on, some of this stress and feeling fatigued. So let's get to it. We'll go to music. Music and caregiving. Music and caregiving go hand in hand to me. Why? Because music plays a big part of our lives. Research has suggested that music can stimulate the body's natural feel-good chemicals, our endorphins and oxytocins. Music energizes our moods and can even provide us with an outlet to take control of our feelings. For family caregivers, it may be a powerful respite tool for you to use at home. But most programs provide entertainment based on some generic age music and genres, which are falling short of the actual benefit of using music with caregivers. So music and caregiving, and how can we use music as a respite tool for caregivers? And how can it help you as a caregiver to stress? So there's one way, I think there's only one way for our program here in Northern Kentucky at least, and it's creating a personalized music playlist. And the best way is to do it one-on-one. Sometimes we understand that's not a possibility. So personalized music is very unique. It can tell a story, can tell how we live, who we are, and how we love. It's our life experiences. I usually like to ask questions when doing a personalized playlist. Some of the questions I would ask is, if they're married, what was their wedding song? Or what song did you listen to at prom or school dances if you went to school dances? What song did you listen to in the car that you remember maybe? So there's a few questions I like to ask. And then usually that opens their mind to remembering other songs or lyrics to songs that they like. So who can this benefit? It can benefit anyone, any diagnosis. You can use it as a caregiver or you can use it with your care recipient or your loved one that you care for. As you can see, it can benefit people with Alzheimer's and dementia. stroke victims, Parkinson's disease, traumatic brain injury, children with autism. So it's a very wide range of music, and as we mentioned, music can be a big part of our lives. So I have a video I'd like to show you, and it's Henry from Alive Inside, and Henry's can show you how very powerful music can be.
Henry is one of the 5 million people in America with dementia.
Hi, Papa. Hi, Papa.
Huh?
How you doing?
All right. Fine.
Who am I?
I'm going to wait a minute. I don't know.
Okay, it's Cherry. How long has he been in the nursing home? Approximately 10 years. Of course, it affected me greatly because he was always, fun-loving. I remember as a child, he used to walk us down the street, me and my brother, and he would stop and do singing in the rain. He would have us jumping and swinging around poles. His name is Henry Drea. And I'm looking more or less for religious music for him because he enjoys music and he always quoted the Bible.
We first see Henry inert, maybe depressed, unresponsive, and almost unalive.
Henry.
Yeah.
Henry.
Yes, sir.
I found your music.
Then he is given an iPod containing, we know, his favorite music. And immediately he lights up. His face assumes expression, his eyes open wide, and he's being animated by the music.
And he used to always sit on the unit with his head like this. He didn't really talk to much people. And then when I introduced the music to him, this is his reaction ever since.
The philosopher Kant once called music the quickening art, and Henry is being quickened, he's being brought to life.
I'm going to give it back to you.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
The effect of this doesn't stop, because when the headphones are taken off, Henry, normally mute and virtually unable to answer the simplest yes or no questions, is quite voluble. Tell me about your music.
Well, I don't have one, my man.
Do you like music?
Yeah, I'm crazy about music. And you play beautiful music, beautiful sound. Beautiful.
Did you play music when you were, did you like music when you were young?
Yes, I went to big dances and things.
What was your favorite music when you were young?
I guess, well, Cab Calloway was my #1 band guy I liked.
What was your favorite Cab Calloway song?
Oh, I'll be on there for Christmas. Oh, you can count and plan on me with plenty of snow, mistletoe, present, Reverend you tree. Ow.
So in some sense, Henry is restored to himself. He has remembered who he is, and he's reacquired his identity for a while through the power of music. What does music do to you?
Give me the feeling of love. No man. Figure right now the world needs to come into music, singing. You got beautiful music in. Beautiful, oh, lovely. And I feel the band of love, dream.
Music will bring them back into it, into their own personhood, their own memories, their own autobiographies.
So as you can see, Alive Inside and the clip of Henry just can do wonders. It can really put you in a different mood just listening to some music. And you even heard how he was just talking about his past and what kind of music he used to listen to. It's very powerful.
How can nature help us reduce stress? So taking walks can reduce stress. Connecting with nature, if we can't get out, maybe doing some virtual walks, some virtual tours such as national parks, museums. They're all doing some tours since COVID's been going on and people haven't been able to get out as much. There's virtual hikes, virtual horseback riding and kayaking. So these are just a few ways we can get connected with nature and staying our social distancing and being safe.
So let's take a horseback ride, a little short horseback ride real fast.
We're traveling by horseback on the Peekaboo Loop Trail, one of the more strenuous routes in the park. As your horse squeezes through narrow slots in the rock, a vast collection of hoodoos appear, like an army of terracotta warriors awaiting their marching orders. Here, around every corner, through every slim opening, something new is waiting to be discovered.
It's a short horseback ride you can take. But now,
Breathing. Remember to stop and breathe. Breathing reduces stress. Take mini breaks throughout your day. If you get a little break, maybe you can get 2 minutes to yourself and practice some healing breaths. Healing breaths are just when you're able to sit in a quiet, comfortable position, focusing on taking deep breaths while remaining in the moment. It's okay if your mind drifts, but just try to focus on your breathing if this happens. It's a good way to relieve some stress. You may feel it lift weight off your shoulders after doing this or trying it for a week or so. It's important to take many breaks and stop to breathe. Stress and breathing exercises. Moment to moment, you determine your level of tension and stress in 2 ways. Your breathing, by holding your breath or chest breathing, sends your body into fight or flight. Your thoughts. Are they hurried, worried, angry, or fearful? You can control and change both. Just notice when your body begins to tense up, or you feel the following feelings: hurried, worried, or irritated. You should do 2 things. Slow and deepen your breathing, and choose thoughts that calm and empower you. I know my mood can reflect on what's happening around me sometimes. And I'm sure other people can feel that way as well. But there are many techniques we can use, including breathing exercises for stress, increasing energy, and just generally relaxing. There are 2 breathing exercises I have listed, but we are about to try a breathing exercises ourselves. Deep breathing. Breathing deeply is a quick way to relax. You can do it almost anywhere you need to relieve stress. Deep breathing helps maintain a sense of calm, and it's part of almost all relaxation and meditation techniques. The key is to breathe deeply from your abdomen rather than shallowing from your lungs. Get as much fresh air and oxygen into your lungs as possible. Let's begin by sitting or lying down in a comfortable position. Close your eyes softly. Put one hand on your stomach and the other one on your chest, if possible. Feel your breathing for a short time, noticing the rise and fall of your stomach. Breathe in. Inhale deeply through your nose. As you breathe in, the hand on your stomach should rise, and the one on your chest should move very little. Breathe out. Exhale through your mouth. Push out as much air as you can and feel your stomach tighten as it flattens. Again, the hand on your stomach should move, but your chest shouldn't move much. Be sure that you empty all of the air and then pause and try to count to 10. And then exhale to the count of 10. This helps you to slow your breathing. Let's repeat this for several minutes. If you're lying down, you can put a small book on your stomach and try to breathe so that it rises when you inhale and falls when you exhale. Let's begin by inhaling. And exhaling. And inhaling. And exhaling. when you're ready, you can open your eyes. You should be feeling a little more relaxed after deep breathing.
So that is a deep breathing technique you guys can do every day or just when you're feeling stressed. So questions. So since this is a pre-recorded training, please contact me if you have any questions. My phone number is 859-283-8179, or you can email me at heather.hopton@nkadd.org. We also have a Facebook page. Hopefully I can get some more members on it. It's the Northern Kentucky Wellness for Caregivers Family Caregiver Support Group. Thank you all, and you all have a wonderful evening.